All right. Looks like I'm live there. Looks like I'm live here. Hey, hey, people. So we're doing the duo. We're doing the Donnie and Marie and the Lennon and McCartney and uh, the Les Paul and Mary Ford today. I'm showing up live on TikTok to remind my lovely TikTok people. TikTok people, I'm over on YouTube now. Okay. So I love that interesting. It says joined through the invite you shared. Did I share an invite? Anywho, I am now on YouTube and I just am showing up this week to remind the folks on TikTok to come over to YouTube. So, hey, morning, YouTube people. How's it going? Nice to see everybody. Cheryl, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Oh, my tea is strong today. Heidi D, good morning, and Becky, and Garrett and Michelle, ma belle. Michelle, ma belle. Sont dit mon que bon, très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. Good morning, good morning. So, yes, so Farm Girl want to let just everybody knows, 'tis the season to declutter. Fa la 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 la. Yeah, TikTok people, just letting you know, really the best place to be. So if you want to practice shifting gears, if you want to practice changing the station, and you can tell how old I am because anytime I think of changing the TV station, my hand goes into a knob, kind of changing it from channel 5 to channel 7 or channel 10, which was out of Providence, or maybe channel 2, which was Sesame Street and whatnot. Alrighty, 8, 9 designs. If you can't stand YouTube, that's you. You do you. But what I will offer you is I will be interacting more with the people on YouTube. So in case you're seeing me in profile, you'll know that's where I am at. You can still listen to me and get full value, but if you want to interact, over on YouTube is where I will be. So good morning. So Michelle is taking a load of stuff to charity today. I love that. I love that. We donated some stuff this weekend, and I am getting some things together to leave the house in various ways, shape, or form. There we go. Do you have a place that's easy for you to donate the items you don't want? What is a place that is easy for you to do it? Now, I have a handful of places. We are lucky enough to have a number of very local, uh, uh, what do you call them, like thrift stores in my town. We also have a Goodwill. I will say that occasionally we throw stuff in the bin at Goodwill because it's easier for us than waiting for the place to be open and walking up and donating it and asking the old lady and stuff like that. So if you do not have a place to donate your things that is easy for you to donate it, maybe what you do, because I'm all about kind of strategy, and that just means sitting down and making a plan that feels like it might work or it will work, is spend some time looking around your area. And here's a fun thing. No, I am all about the fun thing. Okay. And you're right. There are some good things about Goodwill Farm Girl. Yes. And if you are set in your ways, practice getting unset in your ways and hop over here so we can chat. Okay. Over here. Destination Decluttered on YouTube. All right. I love it. Michelle has 3 in her town, so you have a choice. Here's on the flip side. If you don't have a place to donate things near you, is there a place to donate things that's far away or further away that's near something you like to do? Now, I will be honest with you. I have often, just to get out of my own rut, as Michelle, or excuse me, Farm Girl said, kind of being set in your ways, I sometimes will pick another town to go drop off my donations just to get myself on different roads and out seeing different things. I love it. Michelle also is mentioning wisely the little free libraries. I just visited a little free library this morning. I dropped off a book that I had picked up from a little free library. And if you don't know what that is, I hope you do. Google little free library, and there's a map. People who have officially signed up to have a little free library near them in their what do I want to call it? The yard. can often get a little pin on the map. So I picked up a book from a little free library. I started reading it and I was kind of like, meh, meh, do I really want to read this much? And I said, no, you know what? I only picked this because it was the best one out of this very small selection. Kind of like dating. Do I want to? And so I put it back in another um, little free library, and then I took another book out. They're really fun. Good morning, Gen X. I love it. Oh, Garrett Phillips, I'm so psyched that you have a great place with a drive-through, and they also donated items free to people in need in our community. That sounds awesome. Erin, I was thinking of you as I pushed a suitcase, an empty suitcase aside. I hope you're doing well, and congratulations on all the good stuff you did yesterday. I hope you didn't run yourself into the ground. We learned the hard way not to do that. So I hope you have a little bit of gas in your tank left over from yesterday. You know, so here we go. Yes, I raise my cup to you, and I love your little rightly color coded hearts, at least as far as Howard Johnson's and Destination Decluttered. So in case we haven't met before, so people on TikTok, people on YouTube, my name is Beth. I am a decluttering life coach, and my coaching is called Destination Decluttered. Destination because boy, oh boy, RD, do I love to travel. And when I think of life as a road trip, God, I got to do something about this goofy hair. Um, and also, I like to think of life as a road trip. You are here. We are always at the beginning of a journey every day. Every day, every day I'm shuffling. Every day, I hope you are driving towards something you love, a life you love in all the facets of it, loving what you eat, loving how you look, loving how your home looks, functions, and feels. Okay. So that's who I am. And this week, because I used to be on I used to be on TikTok all the time. When there was that kerfuffle with TikTok, just around the time of the, I don't know, the changing of the guard, as it were, was that only a month ago? But I digress. I decided to shift away from TikTok because I don't know how long it's going to be there. And also, I've heard some things about people's, um, it being more of a political pawn. So, do I scroll on TikTok? Yes. Are there people that I follow that are still on TikTok? Yes. But I am also trying to actively build um, a new home for me that feels a little bit more stable. So, and thank you, Ms. Ma'am. I love my hair too. I love my hair too. I just had this one goofy thing that kept on sticking up like alfalfa. Remember Alfalfa and Darla when we used to watch the reruns of Little Rascals? La 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 la. You know? So, oh, I love this too. Yay, Farm Girl. Farm Girl made the leap. She saw me on TikTok and then she leapt over to Destination Decluttered on YouTube. So I love that. Very cute. I love this. Garrett is mentioning too. There's an app called Little Free Library with maps to them in your area. Yes. McDugs this morning. There we go. You know the drill. Get into the new pond. Here's a really fun thing I did once. Last fall, when my husband and I were visiting my nephew, he's in his freshman year of school out in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, I think it's Denver. No, maybe it's out of Boulder. Is I had a book that I had read that I did not want anymore, so I looked up on the Boulder, Colorado Little Free Library map, and I found one within walking distance of us. So we went for a walk and donated the book. So donating the things you don't want anymore can be fun. They can be fun. Like I'm thinking of taking some of the stuff that we are needing to donate out to a donation place out near a vintage antique mall that I frequent maybe once or twice a year. I'm going to maybe mix that up because I noticed that I have a vintage ice bucket that I want to see if they have one that I can replace it with. So have some fun and get it done. Okay? Have some fun and get it done. That's what I'm all about. Because if it ain't fun, oh, and it doesn't all have to be yippee skippy and things like that, but also let's even just take the drama out of so much of this. How it's like, oh, this is like the struggle is real with the clutter. If you didn't think of it as a struggle, would it feel easier? I think so. Pardon me as I sip. So How can I help you with your clutter today? Yes, Garrett, I do the same thing. Tidying up. I actually did that. I moved one. I moved some kid books because the one I went to today has two sides. One is like grown up books and the other one's kids books. And so I do the same thing. So isn't that cool? We're like little free librarians is what we are if you think about it. So very cool. So let me ask you today, how can I help you this morning? Notice I'm not just pausing for effect and I did not just freeze up. I am giving you the opportunity to listen to yourself. What would help you start today a little bit easier? Now, I am, as I said, a decluttering life coach, but I also know that feeling good physically and feeling good mentally and energetically, all the feels inside your skin, everything inside your skin, from your skin within, how are you feeling? Could you do some stretching? We could all do stretching together. Remember they used to do that like on, like Romper Room and stuff like that? I got to watch some of those old-timey episodes of it just to get my shtick down. Could you drink some water this morning? Could you drink yeah, could you put your shoulders down? Let's talk about all the downs. Breathing down into your lungs, starting your cells off with a wicked lot of oxygen in them. So breathing down. Okay, breathing down the bottom of your lungs, slowing down your breathing, putting your shoulders down. Ugh. Sitting down, drinking down some just plain old water. Just get something good in the tank, you know? So start yourself off right. If and get a cup of whatever you like to drink. I'm a tea drinker, but I know we got a lot of coffee achievers here. All right. So Farm Girl says, I'm needing a little motivation, please. I've had an injury, but coming out of it. Okay. Unless you get more specific, here's what I'll just offer, and feel free to get more specific. Specificity is really what helps you. Is finding more specifically. It's like being a surgeon. The more precise you can be, the easier it is to find it. You don't maybe have to cut off the whole leg. You just need to, dig out the little rock in your foot. So if you've had an injury and you're coming out of it, your body is not as strong as it was before the injury. Now, I remember years ago, I tripped and fell and I broke some bones in my feet and I had a boot um, on my foot. And when I took it off, it was comical how different my my strength was in one leg for the other. So I remind you in that kind of notion of maybe today we just review all the downs, calming down, slowing down, quieting down, but calming down and taking being kind to yourself and getting back in the swing of things, but at a pace that feels good to you. Do not expect, if you are just getting repaired, that you are going to be able to hit the ground running. No. So please be patient with yourself, Farm Girl. Okay. Foot injury. Yep. There we go. Foot injury and have been down. Okay. There you go. Well, we're going to help you get back up. But you know what I think would be really a good idea is do a little bit at a time. Is that what it says on? Yep. Look right here. Every little bit helps. Chunking down, smallening the amount of stuff you do, but starting incrementally, starting slow, but just starting. But also, what I want to offer to you is some of the things you can do that are not the physical act of decluttering, is sitting down and making a plan. Sitting down with a notebook and a pen and slowing down and sitting down and writing down. Okay? Writing down your list of things to do. Chunking down those lists of things to do. How can I make that easier? Um, Writing down your destination. Where am I again? Over here. What do you want? What if you were just sitting in your room? Let's pretend you were a queen and you could just point at things. What would you tell people to do to make that room look better if you were just sitting there with your leg up? Okay. Now, overwhelmed, taxes, clutter, etc. Overwhelm, opposite is going to be down. Okay. So calming down, slowing down, and especially chunking down. Farm girl, Let's deal with the taxes first, okay? Everybody, the sooner you get those things done, the better you will feel. Even if you don't submit them until the last moment, getting them done so you know if you're getting money back or you're donating money, getting money back or paying. But maybe what you do, and notice I'm getting out of the general into the specific. Okay? Yeah, get your whiteboard out. You can do that without hurting your foot. You can say, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to set my timer, or maybe I'm just going to look today in my emails and my regular mails for anything that has to do with the taxes. And I'm going to put them in the appropriate file folder or envelope or something like that. So maybe that seems like too much. Again, I can't even. No big deal. Start with surface clutter. Surface clutter is always a good place to start. If the clutter is bugging you, and chunk down the surface clutter. What are the ingredients? What are the categories? Yeah, okay. Yeah, farm girl, trust me. I know I am a business myself, but you will feel so much better if you get it done sooner rather than later. I know this myself because I have cried doing my business taxes in years past. This year, I have already uploaded my documents to our guy. Now we're just waiting for the woman who helps me with my QuickBooks, which technically I could do, but it's a marriage saver. It feels so good having it done. It feels weird and different, but awesome. Okay. I had this another thing too is, no, and here's the thing, you guys do not hate the taxes. People make money off of you hating taxes, probably including me. What I want to offer to you guys is this worked for me this year and it worked for a client of mine. So I want to offer this to you right away. Get two envelopes, two oversized envelopes, right? You probably got something sent to you from Amazon, whatever, one of those envelopes, and write on it tax paperwork 2024. Anytime you come across something in your mail that came in the mail that's for taxpayer purposes, put it in that envelope. Anytime right now, get another envelope, make one for 2025, start it already. Chunk it down and categorize. Categorize your paperwork into tax paperwork. And let me make that even more seriously to you to just leach the drama out of it, turn the saturation down and just make it very black and white. Um, in my head, this made it really easy for me to think about it. There are two, and this is how I set my husband up. He has a folder with a pocket on one side and a pocket on the other. The pocket on one side is proof, is paper proof. They're both paper proof. One is paper proof of things that you paid money for, money you spent on your business that you're going to deduct from your taxes. That is one category. On the other one is paper proof of money that came into your business that you made money, spending money and making money. Those are the two categories. Okay. And really doing the paperwork for the taxes is really just collecting it all up and categorizing it. Does this prove that I made money or does this prove that I spent money and that I want to try to deduct it from my taxes? If I am wicked oversimplify this, um, let me know. Feel free to add what doesn't jibe with you in that one, you know? And Loopy, I love that you've got a drawer, but you know what? The folder, I really benefited from just having it in a big envelope. And that was so I didn't have to worry that something would slip out. It was nice and neat. And my envelope is in a drawer, and I just shove that stuff in there and kind of set it and forget it. Okay. Yes, it's really that simple. How much money did I make? And how much money did I spend? Money made minus money spent equals profit or loss. Now, I love when I can talk about it so simply without aggravating. It really can be when you remind yourself and you calm down your nervous system and you quiet down the backseat driver who's telling you, "Oh, I hate to do this." We talked about this. We've been talking about it a number of times, both yesterday when I was doing we had the one of the decluttering parties, and also on some of the YouTube and TikTok lives. Um, that there was a commercial I saw on one of the platforms And it was like, oh, and it was like a picture of a guy with like a stack of papers this big. No, your stack of papers. Where's my your stack of papers probably won't exceed an inch. It's not going to be 3 feet tall. They do that for dramatic effect because drama affects your nervous system and it gets you all freaking out, and then you're not thinking clearly. Let's calm it down and chunk it down into categories, and let's just get it effing done so we don't have to use up our energy and our time and our mental health worrying about doing the taxes. I don't even do mine. I'll be honest with you. I pay somebody to do a lot of this stuff for me because I am blessed that I'm able to, but it provides me acres of peace of mind for it, you know? But I also have really we are my husband and I are both independent contractors, so it's one of those things where it's so much easier to have a professional deal with it. And that's the other thing too. There are professional tax people out there for a reason because they know what to look for, you know? But please, please, I share this with you from the other side. I have not always been this way, but it feels so good and different to be like, whoa. I'm not saying to myself every day, I should work on my taxes. I should work on my taxes. I should work on my taxes. What I did was last week, I chunked it down a little bit. I chunked it down and I uploaded some things and I labeled them and I felt good and I crossed them off my list. So I'm not saying they're going to be fun. I'm just going to say you're going to feel good when you get it done. All right. There we go. Danielle says, I kept everything together like you suggest. Made it so easy. I dropped everything off and a week later got my taxes back and I've already got my refund deposited in my account automatically. Maybe you are owed thousands of dollars. Can you imagine if somebody said, just put these papers together and you will get some thousands of dollars? Would that put a pep in your step to get it done? Also, on the flip side, what if you are afraid you owe money? What are you afraid? What if I think maybe you're afraid you owe money? Isn't everybody afraid that they owe money to somebody? I don't know. But knowing, getting specific about exactly how much you owe gives you time to prepare for that. Just because you get your taxes done now does not mean you need to file them. And especially if you owe money, you can wait till the very last minute and then file them then and pay it April 15th. Okay? So enough of tax talk. Tax talk with Beth from Destination Decluttered. But seriously, notice how we have a dramatic way of talking about things. I hate taxes. I'm dreading my taxes. Taxes are going to kill me, like the drama words. And when you speak in dramatic words, how does that make you feel? Probably, oh, when you think you hate somebody, that brings up the hate vibes. You don't have to love it, but you can turn down the saturation and be like, dude, whatever. It's taxes, it's paper. I did it. No big deal. That is such a great feeling. Now, here's a really fun thing. Painting of a Duck says, I emailed my son's teacher and asked if they wanted my son's chapter books he's already read. They were thankful and said yes, so I will bring them in today. I love that. What a cool idea, you know? Yay, Cheryl, did I conjure you up? I was talking about us taxing. Yes, the big upcycled envelope was such a help this year. We had our appointment yesterday because last year we said we wouldn't wait till the last weekend. Boom, high five right there at you, lady. I am telling you, if our QuickBooks lady gets us our stuff before Thursday, we might be able to say our stuff is uploaded like earlier than ever. And I mean, my husband and I, this has always been a bone of contention for us. It's gotten easier with each year that we have gotten better at it and had help and improved our processes. But man, to not have to file an extension, to have it done. And yes, if we owe money, noted, then we don't have to pay it until we have to pay it. But it's so much better to know the specifics than to just be in limbo. Okay. So we got that going. What else? What else? Oh, this is fun. I'll share this with you guys. In the next 2 months or so, when I do my TikTok or when I do my lives and I'll be in this room, you may notice a temporary increase of stuff in this room. Already, actually, let me see. You know what? Oh, and this is a fun thing too. I will say this to the people who are watching me on TikTok. We noticed this yesterday when I was doing a TikTok, but I'm really on YouTube. YouTube, I do it from my laptop, and so it is a horizontal screen. You get to see more of my house. Just saying. So I'm about to show the people on TikTok or YouTube some stuff. So see, oh, you can't really see it. See right there, those boxes. There's a whole line of those boxes there. Those are my boxes that every year I start, much like a folder for, much like an envelope for tax purposes. I got in the habit almost 20 years ago of starting a box with sentimental items from that year. I have one down here for 2024. Um, and every year I would just use one box of the same size, and anything that was sentimental that reminded me of good things, I would put in that box. And when the year was done, I would label it and put it away. I have happily stacked those in the basement, and knowing that I want to go through them at some point. And not that I'm necessarily going to go through all of these right now, but I will offer to you that you're going to see a temporary increase in stuff in this room in the next 2 months, because we are getting, after 20 years in this house, we are getting the floors taken care of in the basement that have been horrible since we moved in here. And I say this to you because this is giving both my husband and I an opportunity to notice the stuff that we have put in the basement. Now we have spent, and as you've probably seen a number of my videos, we have spent some time in our basement in the past, couple of years. My husband did go through his stuff, but still we have a lot of it. And all of the stuff, can you even imagine? All of the stuff in our basement has to come out in order for them to redo the floor. I am looking forward to this because the way our basement was set up wasn't very good, but it just kind of accumulated that way. And we're starting it low and slow. We're chunking it down. I said to my husband, every time I go down, I'm going to make a plan. And I did this yesterday. So I offer to you a chunk of time can be a wonderful thing to just use as a unit of measure. I wrote down in my good book, my book here of good stuff. I said I got 20 minutes worth of stuff out of the basement. Yes. So notice that you can measure your stuff by the day before. I said brought 39 boxes. Those boxes over there, 39 boxes up from the basement, prepping for the redo. And I'm making a plan that I will spend 20 minutes a day just bringing something up from the basement. This will also help me with my steps on the steps. Okay. So I offer to you, setting a timer can really be a wonderful way of chunking things down to just get something done. Okay. Hey, 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 it's Cat Roby, and she's going to sing a song for you. I love it. Hey, 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 it's Cat Roby. I love it. SBB, she calls them her SBB, scheduled Beth Blinders. I love it. Notice the scheduling, the time, the way I show up here. So it's what? It's 9:29. Oh my God, it's already 9:30. It's 9:30 in the morning Eastern time because I'm in PA. And I will be here for another half an hour. Then I sign off. So there is a window there's a chunk of time. And she says scheduled for between 9 and 10. Here we are at 9:30. And then blinders. Blinders are a good thing. It does not mean you're blind. If you've ever seen old-timey things with horses, you put the blinders on so that you are not visually distracted from your goal. So her scheduled Beth blinders, and she shares them. She gets external accountability. She has clarified in her mind what she wants to do, and she shares it for some external accountability, and she shows up and gives us her wins. Everybody can do this with my lives. Kat does it, I would say religiously, but quite frequently, and I love it. So here's her scheduled Beth Blinders. She was at another meeting. My list is 5 emails. Notice the specificity. 5 emails, 1 bank transfer, and by the end, I'll start 1 load of laundry. She's cozy with the kitties now. Yes, have fun with the kitties. But notice the specificity is also something that can turn the saturation and the drama out of things. Okay? There we go. Heather MC. Yo, it's Heather MC. I just crack up. I crack myself up all the time. I used my SBB to order a birthday present for a friend, and I'm decluttering my to do list. Yes, if you make a list of things to do and you do some of them, the ones that you have done suddenly become, they don't need to be on the list anymore. So, tidying up your list is a really good thing to do. I highly recommend Heather MC. Excuse me. And everybody, you know how much of a fan I am of tracking your wins. Okay. I've got books full of them. As you go through your list of things to do, cross out just with a line the things you've done. And I say just with a line so you can read them and transfer them onto your list of wins. These are some things I got done. These are some awesome things that I made happen. Okay. Document them. Build up your evidence. Notice how we were talking about paper proof in taxes. Proof that I paid money is a receipt. Proof that I spent money is, I don't know, a receipt. Proof that I did good stuff. Nobody else is going to give you a receipt for that. You know, when they say, I come with receipts, I've got books full of receipts. If somebody says, "What have you done for the last 5 years?" I could tell them day by day all the good shit that I got done. I highly recommend it because our human brains have a negativity bias. They are going to accentuate the negative and dismiss and minimize the positive. And I say, let's flip that song upside down. We want to, actually, the song's right. We want to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. I'm not going to sing the whole song. She's not going to sing the whole song. Okay. Yes. And what a good feeling, says Ms. Seashell, is I love finding old lists that I misplaced and find that I have done more of the things on that. There are many things, but the feeling of, did it? Yep, I did that. I did that. I did that. What a good feeling. You asked for it, you got it, Toyota. Yeah, getting your stuff done. There we go. Yeah. Oh, Laura Given Voorhees, hop on over to the YouTube and I can help you with that, okay? I'm showing up mainly to remind the people on TikTok to come over to the YouTube, okay? Because if you follow me on TikTok, you're going to be sorely disappointed because I'm not there. I don't want you to follow me where I'm not there. Here I am on YouTube. All right? Oh, Danielle, I am so sorry. So Danielle's dog passed away Thursday. Oh, hon. I packed away her things over the weekend in case I want to get another dog someday. I'm wondering if I should maybe donate them and just keep a few. Now, this is really where um, your nervous system is in full bloom. Feeling feelings will affect how you do things. And anybody who says that that's wrong or bad or not true, they're lying. We as humans are not AI. We are not robots. We are not zombies yet, anyway. So honor your feelings and allow yourself to do what feels right at the moment. If it means keeping some stuff now, keep it. Maybe later you'll change your mind and you want to donate it away. Do what feels good to you right now and take care of your heart because I know what it is to lose a pupper. And ooh, that was one of the hardest things. So my heart goes out to you, my dear. Jen says we just kept the collar. I believe we donated a lot of stuff because we have a place that is like a dog rescue place. We kept his little thing with his name on it. It's hanging up in the kitchen. Yeah. Aw. Aw. And see, Laura Voorhees, you were on the struggle bus and you're sending a hug to somebody. And I love the fact that we can use those little emojis on over here on YouTube. But yeah, even if you're struggling with something, you can reach out to somebody else. You're not alone. We all have something. So, yeah. There we go. Michelle, Danielle, somebody's giving you some good ideas. So, yeah, losing two pets in 6 months has been rough. Yeah, I can imagine. It was so rough for us that my husband and I don't want to get a dog for a while. We want to do traveling for a while. That's you hear me traveling, you know? Yeah. So there are some good vibes being sent to you from the TikTok people as well. And you know what? Love. Love is such a powerful, love is a wonderful thing. Love is such a powerful feeling. And we feel love with our pups and dogs and kitties and all that. And so it can hurt when the love go when we know that that is going to be short term. So be glad for the love you had with them, but take care of yourself when you're hurting. Okay? Yeah. There we go. There we go, Tracy MHM3. Thanks for sending me over from TikTok. Subscribing now. I will offer this couple of really cool things that people have told me. My TikTok people, now that they've made the leap from YouTube, have liked better. The fact that you get a notification almost immediately when I start live. The fact that you can see more of my screen just to be nosy and say, oh, what's she got in that shelf over there? Yesterday I did a YouTube live from my living room. You could see a little bit more into my life, and I don't mind sharing them. The other thing is you can use I can even go into the chat, so I can do this like destination decluttered.com/join. And I could say, here, sign up for my mailing list, and you can see what it looks like. Actually, I spelled that wrong because I'm a bad typist. But there are many cool things that we can do on YouTube that we couldn't do on TikTok. So yay for coming over. But you mentioned the word subscribe, and I want to mention to you about subscribing. Yes, you will get notifications when I go live on YouTube if you subscribe to the channel. So that's great. But the other thing I want to offer is if you subscribe and it's free, I have a mailing list at my website, and then you will also get access to all sorts of free stuff, and it's all free. It's the access is to we've got a habit tracker. You get the schedule of when I'm doing my YouTube lives, so you can pencil them in on your calendar if you want. We do decluttering parties. I just did 2 this weekend. They were wicked fun. We have 4 more of them coming up later in the month. So consider joining the mailing list, subscribing to my free mailing list, and you get access to all that stuff. Okay? So I hope that helps. All right. So notice Mama Koala and Ashley are both mentioning clothes, and laundry. Now, Ashley is saying 2 deaths, major medical problems, all in 2 weeks. That's a wicked lot. There is. I feel like I can't do anything. I can barely get laundry done. Okay? Do a little bit at a time. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Give yourself a chance to grieve 100%. You are probably in shock. When you're in shock, when people are shocked, you walk around in a daze. You can't feel anything, and you're afraid to feel things because you're afraid that all you're going to feel is pain. That's okay. That's okay. Going through tough stuff. We're all going through tough stuff in our own way. What I want to offer to you, though, is there is a time to herkle-durkle. There's a time to wallow, but then there's a time to slowly get up and move around, because getting up and moving around will help you feel better. Okay? So even if you just do 1 load of laundry, okay, Mama Koala and Ashley, maybe you guys could buddy system, piles of clothes in the floor of the closet and overflowing. Okay. Pick out the clothing that you want to do, and both of you maybe just put in 1 measly, peasly, easily, squeezily load of laundry today. Put it in the washer. Yay. Don't keep it in the washer, though, because then you got to rewash it. I know the feeling. And then make time to put it in the dryer. Okay? Maybe that's all you can do today, but that's going to be better than not doing anything. Doing something that's going to get you to feeling better is always going to be better than doing nothing, thinking I'll do it later. Even if it's just chunking things down, it's getting the tissues off of the floor from where you've been crying and putting them in the trash as opposed to scattered all around. All right? So hugs and grace to everybody. Hugs and grace. And McDugg's, this heart goes out to everybody on the struggle bus. Me too. Me too. But the good news is, you guys, Get off of the struggle bus. Get a transfer. I'm a bus driver, okay? And I'm driving us to some fun, good places. So if you hang out with me on my bus, we're like a tour bus. We're going fun places. Okay. We got the music. We're going to look at the fun things. We're going to have fun along the way. We're going to make stops. We're going to get out. We're not just going to drive past the fun places. We're going to stop and pull over and stretch and pee and buy little snacks and take a bend and take some pictures. All right. Life is a road trip. And if you don't feel like driving right now, you get on the bus and you learn about doing it so that you say, oh, I like where this is headed. I want to show up again. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh man, Ashley, I hope you're getting help with that. I hope you're getting help because we all do better when we feel better. And so doing the things to make you feel better will make you feel better. And better than feeling, if you're feeling crappy, there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel better. Okay. Um, hugs and grace, 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 grace all over the place. Um, Now, here's something interesting. Heather MC is saying, I'm curious about what kinds of things that people work on during the declutter parties. I'll share with you. Sometimes I know and sometimes I don't. I know what it's like to want to lurk, yet be with people. I'm a bit like that. I can be very gregarious and fun right now because this feels like a one-on-one thing. But in real life, I am often, as my husband also often cracks up, is I am basically kind of like I can be a wallflower or just an introvert. And so what I do is I set the bar very low for the parties. So some people show up and they never turn on their camera, they never speak, and they never interact in the chat. And so I have no idea what those people are working on, but they stay there typically for the whole time. So I hope that they're getting something good done. Other times it helps people to declare what they're working on. So, like, for example, yesterday, let's see, Judy was working on an overflowing bucket of hers and her daughter's shoes that were near the back door. Erin was working on emptying out a suitcase because she had gone traveling and then clearing off the at the top of a dresser. Other people have decluttered toiletries and cosmetics in their bathrooms. Other times people have other things have people done? People have worked on paperwork, opening their mail and looking at their mail and recycling the envelopes. So really what it honestly what it is giving yourself a boundary, a chunk of time that you say no to you and no to you, but yes to me for an hour and a half to do whatever the fuck you want with that time. Saying, nope, I have a meeting. I have a meeting and I paid for it. And the paying for it also helps you show up for it. And so it can be anything you want. Because I'm the one running it, tend to work on little tiny things because I'm always watching out if anybody needs help. I'm watching. Sometimes they do, and I'm there for them. Other times, everything works. So I tend to maybe I will declutter my to-do list. I will go through and maybe do some very superficial, surfacey things that I can do while maintaining my eye on making sure everybody's okay. All right. Going through Christmas decor. Yeah, some people have gone through Christmas decor. There we go. And yay, Ashley. I'm so glad you're getting help. Lots of doctors and your therapist. Awesome. And if you want to hang out with us here at Destination Decluttered, we talk about the clutter. It's kind of fun. It's all about really, and your therapist probably hopefully talks about this too, is down regulating your nervous system to get out of fight or flight and overwhelm, feeling better so you can shift gears. And this happens physically and mentally, that there are different parts of your brain that take over when you are in an excitable stage. And there's a different part of your brain that takes over when you're not feeling as fight or flight or fawn or freeze or any of those F's. Okay. So, no, this is nice. EP Wesley is saying, goal, kindly pull down the little bar down under Beth's picture and click on thumbs up for our live today. So, I love that. Thank you very much for doing it. And please, Leslie, that's very nice. We as women, I think we could decrease our apologizing by at least 10 to 25 to 50%. Okay. Leslie, do not worry about joining late. This is not about me and you're late for me. No, you show up whenever the heck you want to. I show up and I got to keep an eye on the time. I'm looking around for my clock. Oh, here we go. I promised to show up at 9 o'clock. If I were late, I would apologize to you guys, but there is no late for you guys. There's only I'm showing up when I'm able to and I'm feeling good about it. Okay. Carla Jane, I've been waiting to hear from you. How are you feeling, hon? How are you feeling? And I can't wait. Oh, I have missed you, my dear. Carla Jane and I do coaching, and she got herself into some altercations. I don't know with who, but man, I'm ready to Q. I'm shipping up to Boston, if you know what I mean, right? Okay. So yes, everybody. But here's a fun thing, Carla Jane, you're going to get a kick out of this. I've been waiting, just like Matthew Sweet. I've been waiting to show everybody my latest toy that you gave me. Okay. Here, check this out. Hey, everybody. Look, it's Mr. Microphone. I'm on the radio. I love it. Isn't this awesome? So this isn't the 1970s, 80s Mr. Microphone, but Carla sent me this. And we screw. I don't know how even how to use the buttons. And my husband got me a windscreen that looks like Bert's nose. You know what I mean? But it's like, hey, I'm on the so sometimes we give the microphone, and I've been waiting to show Carla. I've been having so much fun with this, showing my friends last night on a Zoom call. And now that you've seen it, I can share it with everybody. So notice how we have a microphone. I have the microphone. I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Okay. Sometimes some people want to take the microphone away from us and they want to talk. Now, that happens in the real world, but also in our world, I call that your backseat drivers. Little kids in the backseat are like, no, we don't want to go there. That's not fun. Stop that. You can't do that. No, let's take the microphone back from the backseat. And then actually, I'm your co-pilot. Okay. Remember, I was saying this is like a tour bus. So I'm the co-pilot on this tour bus. Now you're driving your car, but I'm in the side. I'm in the side passenger side. I'm like, you got this. You can do this. Hey, pretty lady, we'll be back to pick you up later. You know? So notice who you're giving the microphone to in your life. You have a choice. You've got two choices. You're the driver, but you're either handing the microphone to the people who say no or the people who say go for it. Why the hell not? Okay. So I'm going to hang on. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of Mr. Microphone. And then I can sing in it. I like to sing about the Moona and the Juna and the Springer. Okay. But Carla Jane, I hope you're doing okay. All right. Now, I feel like I can't talk into my microphone, and maybe I'll just keep it up for the rest of the time. Why the hell not? All right. Yes, goals of my own. Appreciating all the normalization happening on here today. Yes, it is not without, it is, here, let me do this. It is a strategic move. It is. Every day we are thrown stuff outside of the four walls of our home that is causing us to internally freak out, and rightly so. The temporary freak out, however, we can't live in that state. It is not sustainable, it is not healthy, and it is not productive. Okay. So, this is why I show up to help you learn how to shift out of fight or flight and into let's do something about it. Okay. Leilani, you like my microphone? Thank you. Isn't this awesome? I'm on the radio. I love it. Jingle bells. Hey, you know. So yes, this is strategy, guys. This is not just about, it is about decluttering, and it's about paying attention to how you feel and learning that when you feel better, you will do better for yourself and for other people and the world and for history. But if you're not feeling good, you may find that you're sitting there frozen. That ain't good for anybody. Learning to get out of the freeze and starting to move around can be as easy as moving your body. Get down on it. You know what I mean? Like moving your body, standing up and saying, I'm not going to take it. We're not going to take it. All right, I'm going to put the microphone down temporarily because I feel extra silly, but you're going to see a lot of this. Okay, I love this. So, Carla, thank you. You totally brought a smile to my face. So, there we go. All right. Actually, now I feel weird now that I don't have it. It's not hooked up or anything. Yeah, let's get ready to rumble, shall we? So Melissa Garvey says found $45 worth of Joanne fabrics last week and treated myself to yarn I wanted. So glad I am decluttering as they are no longer accepting gift cards. Okay, word to your mother and somebody's grandmother and yourself. If you have a Joanne's gift card, notice how sometimes you save things to use later or you think they're going to increase in value and sometimes they are no value at all. Okay. Yeah. Um, okay. So yes, Tracy, no big deal. I repeat myself so often because repetition is the sincerest form of flattery. No, but repetition is a way that you learn things. I love repeating myself, but it's never ever the same thing twice. Okay. So, um, okay, how to sign up for the newsletter and organization party. Perfect. Wicked easy. Wicked easy. Can you tell that while I live in PA, I am Massachusetts through and through? Wicked simple. My website is Destination Decluttered, all one word. When you go to the homepage of my website, okay, I'm going to just make sure it's working right now on my little screen here. Destination Decluttered. Okay, you will see a picture of me. I'm there like, with my little pink glasses on. Scroll to the bottom of that page. You're going to see a form that says want to jumpstart. All you need to do is put in your email address to the little form, retype the code to prove you're not a robot because I do not coach robots. I do not play. I only hang out with real people. As soon as you use that form on my email, my website, destinationdecluttered.com, you're in. You should get a thank you page that confirms that you did it. And if you haven't like mistyped your email address or you're not a bot or anything, you should get an automatic email that's just kicked off as soon as you submit it. That email has a link to a secret page. We're calling it the members only page. We're calling it the speakeasy page. That page right there has all the good stuff on it. When you see it, when you go there, you're going to see the dates for the next 4 declutter parties. You're going to be able to buy your tickets there. Note that the ticket price for the declutter parties, half of those proceeds, 50%, I donate to a local homeless women's shelter because we think we have trouble with clutter. We have homes that we are able to clutter. So we are doing good. Other people are not. So let's help people while we are helping ourselves. You can also, if you're interested, I do one-on-one coaching. If you're interested in me being your one-on-one coach, you can sign up for a consultation, a free consultation, 1 hour for us to determine if coaching is going to work for you. It's free. You can sign up then. Also, you can download a monthly habit tracker. I call it Pavers and Potholes, and I just started out myself today. Okay. And so that's how you get all that stuff. Oh, also, because I'm just scrolling down the page right now, the YouTube live schedule is up. So Monday, March 3rd, today, 9 a.m. I have lives scheduled for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, even though Friday I'll be on the road. And then I go away for the weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday of next week. Then all sorts of fun things and not so fun things are going on. I have jury duty. So that's how you stay in touch with me. Okay. And I say this over here to the TikTok people. You can follow me here, but I'm not really there. It's like a ghost. Okay. I'm really over on YouTube now, and that's who I'm interacting with. Come over to the party. Okay. Come over to the party. Dare to try to change the channel. Go from channel 38 to channel 56, or maybe channel 44 to V66. So yeah, that's me. But enough about me. How about you? Yay, Carla Jane. We have missed you all too. You all. Listen to me. I'm so not Southern. Yeah. Getting back. Okay, honey bunch. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Yay. Okay. Kat Roby has got a check mark. Email's done to the bank transfer. She's got her TikTok timer going on. So I love it. Okay. We got 6 minutes together today, dears. Limit your exposure to the news today. Put some boundaries. Boundaries are a big thing. Notice if we didn't have boundaries or structure, all this stuff that's behind me would be on in a big pile on the floor. Say no to too much of the news when it starts to affect your mental health and physical health. It is not, it is different than putting your head in the sand. You know shit's going on, but you can't help yourself or other people if your head is in the sand or under the covers. And I say this both externally in what's going on in the country and the world like we've never seen before. It would be foolish of me to talk about, decluttering your home and ignore the fact that the world in the last 5 weeks has turned into a place none of us have ever seen in our lifetimes. But I am showing up to remind you that the same strategies that I teach you to help you take action in your home to even just clear off your kitchen counter is the same exact strategy that's going to help you survive these next many years without losing your shit. And you might be able to even help other people too. Okay? Oh, there we go. I love it. Stacy Babbage, the microphone matches your car up on the wall. It does. I love orange. I do. And you know what's funny? You want to see something? I went through a pink phase a couple of years ago. And then just check this out. This is strategic, though. This is orange because that was the Mr. Microphone of the 1970s and 80s. But then I look over here and look at this. And then I wrote myself a note on a Post-it note. Look at that. Notice I have a pattern matching brain because I probably have the ADHD I know I have it in my family. But I offer this to you. Yeah. I offer this to you. Oh yeah, and the card. I was looking at the car, the car, and the hat, the car hat, right? This is about decluttering your home, but it's also about figuring out what's important to you. Practicing deciding what you want to hang on to and what you are ready to get rid of, what you're ready to release. Okay? So, it is decluttering your home to make it feel better when you're living in it, to make it look better, to make it function better for you so that you're more comfortable, you know? And decluttering can also just have you take stock. Where is your passport? Do you have one? Do you know where your long form birth certificate is? Do you have proof, again, paper proof, that you own your car and your home? Do you know where that stuff is? Do you have a will? Now, I'm saying this stuff because I have a pile right next to me of really important papers. I know exactly where they are, but I want to make damn sure that I have my Social Security card and my dad's Freudian slip and my husband's. So knowing decluttering can help you know where your important things are. Okay. Yes, Kimberly, it is a shit show right now, and you can't be on your phone as much as you used to. That what a wonderful time to ignore that stuff temporarily for your own survival and start diving into your stuff, the stuff you can control, which is, do I want this in my life or not? Do I want this piece of stuff in my home or not? Okay. And everybody, I am here to remind you in no uncertain terms, you do need to actively protect yourself and your physical and mental health, or you will not survive. You will not be helpful to yourself or anybody. So yes, I'm here to tell you about that, but I'm here to help you with making your house look good. But this is life. Okay? So please, and Carla Jane knows what I'm talking about. She's banged herself up doing her decluttering, and it's probably because she got tired and she didn't take care of herself. And we all trip and fall, but please, I am here to remind you. I will show up every damn day to remind you to take care of yourself. It's the only way any of us are going to get anything done is getting out of victim and overwhelm and freeze mode, shifting gears and getting into action. And if action outside of your house seems like too much right now, start practicing these skills inside your house. There we go. Laura Voorhees says, tidying my surface clutter today will help give me more peace. Yes, I love it. Anita over on TikTok, even though technically you should be over here on the YouTube, is saying, I just organized one of my counters in the kitchen. Mental stress has been affecting my tidiness. Yes. So on the flip side, neatening up can make you feel better. Okay. Yeah. All right. Heather MC, I am here for you. I'm here for everybody. I got a microphone. I'm not afraid to use it, right? Okay. So here, take care of yourselves. Make sure you are following me on YouTube. TikTok people, this is a gift I'm giving you to remind you to get over onto the YouTube. Okay. So, Destination Decluttered on YouTube. It's 10 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to sign off right now, but I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Kat Roby got her bank transfer done. Now to Kitty and start that load of laundry. Ta da! I hope you guys have, I know, isn't this, Carla, this would not have happened without you. And I'm going to find out how to use all these buttons. Okay. Oh, yes, poor riblets, okay? You guys, we got this going. We're going to make it. We're here for each other. You're not alone. Let's do something good in this time of contention. All right? Now, yes, it is a total Bert nose, isn't it? I'm going to go do the pigeon. All right? I'll see you guys later. All right? All right, I'm going to sign off from the TikToks. Bye, you guys. Boop. Boop. And here's my favorite people, the people over on who are bold enough to go over to YouTube. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.